My wife called another man her soulmate. My wife, Em, met her best friend, Chuck, in high school. They became close friends, and when Chuck came out to Em as gay, she was supportive. A year or so later, Chuck came out to his parents. Unfortunately, they disowned him and kicked him out, which left him living with Em and her parents for the rest of high school. I started dating Em after college, and she told me all about Chuck. She told me how close they were and how he was like a brother. I met Chuck and we got along, quickly becoming friends. He's a good guy. At the time, he was dating a guy and they ended up moving in together around the same time that Em and I got engaged. Em and I have been married for 5 years now. I'm a project manager and have recently taken on a year-long project in another city. I have to leave at 5:30 every morning and get home around 6:30 p.m. Em and I had a long talk about my job before I took on this project. We knew it would be a sacrifice for me to be working so much, but I'm getting more money than I ever thought I would, meaning that after this project we can pay off our student debt and start trying to have a baby. We both agreed the money was worth it since it's only a year and it would end sometime around late November. In March, Chuck caught his boyfriend cheating and he was devastated, to which Em immediately told him he could move in with us. While I was fine with him moving in, I wasn't happy that Em didn't take it into consideration that she needed to discuss it with me first. Chuck was pretty broken up and Em was giving him lots of love and attention. I was fine with it, because I know how much she loves Chuck and he needed his best friend. I also did my best to support him and make him feel loved. For a while everything was fine, but as time went on, Em has only continued to pour all of her attention into Chuck. Sometimes when I get home from work, neither of them are there, and I later find out that they went to a movie or ate dinner together. I don't think there is anything romantic or intimate between them, but it's been annoying that I get left out of all the plans. Within the past few weeks several things have happened. The three of us went to a party and someone joked about Chuck being our third wheel. Em replied by telling them that Chuck wasn't the third wheel because she's known him longer than me. A week or so after that, Em and Chuck went out dancing and I had to work the next day, so I stayed home. I woke up at about 3 a.m. and Em wasn't in bed. As I went out to look for her, I found her and Chuck cuddled up on the couch asleep with the TV on, which made me uncomfortable. I also realized I had been working so much that I was sort of letting Em and Chuck plan everything, while I hadn't gotten the chance to plan a date night in a while. I decided I needed to be more active in my relationship, so I planned a date night for last Friday. When I first told Em, she was excited because we hadn't gotten the chance to go on a date that was just the two of us in a long time. Friday I got home at 6:30 and realized that neither Em or Chuck were home. I took a shower and got ready for my date with Em. At 7:15, I finally called Em to remind her about our 8 p.m. dinner reservation, and she told me that she had gone out shopping with Chuck and they would be getting dinner together. I was a bit stunned and asked her about our date. She laughed and casually mentioned that she had simply forgotten. She didn't even invite me to join them. I've tried to never be controlling of Em or tell her what to do, the way my father did to my mother when I was a kid, but when Em forgot our date I was mad. I didn't say anything right then, but I knew I needed to address how I was feeling. Later that evening I told her we needed to talk. I had written down some things so I could stay focused. I started off by telling her that I loved Chuck and he was always welcome in our home, but that I felt like our marriage was suffering and we needed to work on our relationship. Which caused Em to blow up because she thought I was attacking Chuck. She started defending him and attacking me. She began saying some awful things, going as far to call Chuck her soulmate and that I needed to get used to it. That's when I shut down. I didn't even know how to begin processing that. I love Em more than anything in the world, but in that moment I realized she loves Chuck more than she loves me. I thought Em and I were soulmates, but to hear her say she considers someone else her soulmate has been devastating. I don't remember the rest of the talk. She huffed off after a while and slept on the couch. Her and Chuck left together on Saturday and were gone most of the day. When they got back she acted like nothing had happened. On Sunday she even made a small joke and batted her eyes at me, something she does when she's flirting with me. Normally I love it, but this time it just made me sick. I told her this was a busy week at work and I was just going to stay at a hotel near the job site, so I haven't seen her since Sunday night. I don't know what to do. Maybe I checked out too much and haven't given her enough attention. How do I move forward knowing she'll never love me as much as I love her?